Dear students, welcome to our YouTube channel Vidya for Success. In this video, we will be studying CET concept on the lesson Morphology and Anatomy of Flowering Plants. Yes, let us move to the next question. Which of the following meristem is called file meristem? So earlier we have studied the meristem is divided into three types based on its position and function. So one of the type is apical meristem because it is located in the tip region. It is called as apical meristem. Then another type of meristem is intercalary meristem because its position. And one more is lateral meristem. Clear? And one more category we have in the meristem, that is divided based on the plane. Clear? So one of the type of meristem based on the plane is rib meristem. Then another one is plate meristem. Then one more is mass meristem. So these are the three types divided based on the plane. Clear? So let us move to the option. Option A, mass meristem. So mass meristem is one type of meristem based on the plane. So file meristems are not called as mass meristem. Clear? Option B, plate meristem. So plate meristem is another type of meristem based on the plane. Here the meristems are arranged in the form of plate. Then option C, intercalary meristem. So this is not the division of meristem based on the plane. This is the division done based on the position of the meristem and its function. Then option D, none of this. So the file meristems are actually called as rib meristem. So the correct answer is none of these. Then the next question, epidermal outgrowths are known as. So in the plant, the epiderma is act as the outermost protective covering. So in some of the regions of the plant, epidermal tissue will show the formation of outgrowths. Say for example, if you take root hairs are the epidermal outgrowths. Like that, if you move to the stem, we can see the trichomes and they act as a epidermal outgrowths. So like this, epidermal outgrowths can be seen in the plant in different parts. So let us see the option. Option A, stomata. So stomata is not epidermal outgrowth. We can't see this structure on the outer surface, but it is present in the epidermal region. It is embedded in the epidermal region. Then option B, leaves. So leaves are not the outgrowths of epidermal region because these are formed by the buds, that means the axillary bud sometime, and sometime the lateral bud will give rise to the formation of leaves. Then option C, trichomes. So trichomes are the air-like structures. These are actually the outgrowths of epidermal region. So these structure can be seen on the surface of stem. Clear, right? So option C is correct answer for this question. Then option D, flower buds. So flower buds are not the outgrowths of epidermal region. So flower buds are actually the modified axillary buds. So the correct one is option C. Is the next question, the vascular bundle in dicot stem is. So in the dicot stem, vascular bundle is showing a unique type of arrangement. That means xylem and phloem, they are present in the same bundle, and between the xylem and phloem there is a cambium present that helps in the secondary growth. And one more is, if you see the xylem, the kind of xylem arrangement, protoxylem is present towards the center and metaxylem is present towards the periphery. So for all this arrangement we use some of the technical terms. So let us see the option. Option A, open collateral exarch. What is meant by open vascular bundle? So open vascular bundle is a type of vascular bundle. Here the cambium will be present between xylem and phloem. So this kind of arrangement, this kind of vascular bundle we have in dicot stem. Then one more is collateral. So collateral is nothing but xylem and phloem. They are present within the same bundle. Then exarch. So exarch type of arrangement is not there in the dicot stem because in the exarch the protoxylem should be present towards the periphery and metaxylem present towards the center. So this kind of arrangement is not there in the dicot stem. Let us move to the option B, open, collateral and endarc. So endarc is the kind of xylem arrangement. Here the protoxylem present towards the center and metaxylem towards the periphery. So actually the vascular bundle in the dicot stem is showing all this characteristic feature. That means it is open, collateral and endarc. So the correct answer is option B. Then option C, closed, collateral and exarch. So closed type of vascular bundle is not there in dicot stem. So cambium will be always present between the xylem and phloem for the secondary growth. So the correct answer is option B. Yes, the next question, duramen is. So duramen is the wood that is located at the central region of tree. So if you observe the old tree, so because of the many years of secondary growth, the central wood becomes non-functional. That means that does not helps in the translocation of water and mineral. Instead of that, the xylem tissues, they are located at the center. They are accumulated with some of the chemicals like tannins, resins. So because of the accumulation of those chemicals, the central wood become non-functional. So that kind of wood is called as duramen, or that is also called as heartwood. Clear? Let us see the option. Option A, bark. So bark is the outer region of the tree. Then option B, periderm. So periderm is a mass of tissues. This is formed by phellem, phellogen and phelloderm. This is not called as a duramen. Then C, sapwood. So sapwood is formed by phloem. So what we are discussing here, duramen is the centrally located wood. This is actually formed by xylem. Clear? So the correct answer is option D, heartwood. So the another name of duramen is heartwood. This is formed by the centrally located xylem tissues. Is the next question, Casparian strips are present in. What is meant by Casparian strips? So Casparian strips are the waxy coat. They are present on the outer surface of epidermis. So actually in the radial region of the endodermis, this waxy coat will be present. So why it is present in the endodermis? What is the function of this strip? It acts as a protective covering. So because of the presence of Casparian strip, unwanted material cannot move from cortex region towards the xylem. So it will check the movement of unwanted material towards the vascular tissue region. So this is the actual function of Casparian strip. So let us see the option. Option A, cortex. So cortex will not be having Casparian strip. Then option B, epidermis. So epidermis is not having Casparian strip. So we can see the presence of cuticle layer on the epidermis of leaves and stem. Then option C, endodermis. So endodermis will be having Casparian strips. Clear? So the correct answer is option C. Then option D, hypodermis. So hypodermis does not consist of any Casparian strips. So the correct one is option C, endodermis. Is the next question, periderm comprises of. So what is the meaning of periderm? So periderm is actually a secondary protective tissue. It forms in the cortex region. Clear? So this will form to give protection to the vascular bundles. Because of the continuous secondary growth takes place in the vascular bundle region, outer cortex region starts breaking in the plant. So because to replace the damaged cell in the cortex region, a secondary growth also takes place in the cortex. So that will form a mass of tissues. That mass of tissues will be considered as a periderm. So what and all present in the periderm? So periderm will be having phellem, then it consists of phellogen, then it will be having phelloderm. Clear? So see the option A, phellem. So phellem is known as the cork region. So cork is known as phellem. Then Option B, phellogen. So phellogen is known as cork cambium. It is meristematic in function. It will add tissues to outer region as well as towards the inner region. Then option C, phelloderm. So phelloderm is a secondary cortex. It is formed by the addition of tissues by phellogen towards the inner region. Then option D, all of this. So the combination of phellum, phellogen and phelloderm in the cortex region is called as periderm. So that we are calling periderm as a secondary protective tissue. So the correct answer is option D, all of these. The next question, which of the following plant tissue culture shows totipotency? So totipotency is the ability to form new cells. So this ability is present in the meristematic tissue because the meristematic tissue can frequently divide and form new tissues, and the protoplasmic synthesis is mainly takes place in the meristems. So because of all this ability, the meristems will divide continuously in the tissue culture and form a mass of new cells. So let us see the option A, meristem. So meristem, as I told, it is got the ability to divide and form new cells. So this is actually the answer for this question. So totipotency can be seen more in meristematic tissue. Then option B, cholenchyma. So cholenchyma is a normal kind of tissue present in the plant. So in order to form a new cells in the tissue culture, cholenchyma has to regain the ability of meristematic activity, or else it can't able to form new cells in the tissue culture. Then option C is sieve tube. So sieve tube is not going to form the new cells in the tissue culture. Then option D, xylem vessel. So out of these four, the correct one is option A, meristem. Is the next one, secondary growth in dicot stem is possible because of the presence of. So secondary growth is takes place in the vascular bundle region as well as in the cortex region. So in order to form secondary tissues, the plant in both the regions should consist of cambium. Clear? So why the cambium will helps in secondary tissue? Because the cambium is meristematic in function. So we have the best example of vascular cambium and cork cambium. So these two cambium are meristematic in function. So because of their ability to add the new tissues, they helps in secondary growth. Clear? So let us see the option A, xylem. So xylem is not meristematic in function. It is not going to help the secondary growth by the addition of new tissues. Then option B, cambium. So cambium is meristematic in activity, so it can add new tissues to both the region, that means towards the outer as well as towards the inner region of the plant. Then option C, phloem. Phloem is a kind of vascular tissue. Then option D, medullary rays. So medullary rays are present in between the vascular bundles in the dicot stem. So among the four options, the correct one is option B, cambium.